Get ready to match the stars. Gary Crosby, Brett Summer, Charles Nelson Reilly, Mary Wickes, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bulifant as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 77. And now, here's the star of Match Game 77, Gene Rivers.
Okay. I have the short microphone again because the long one broke.
Oh,
I didn't do it. I've been very careful with this long one. I haven't broken them.
It's been sweet, yeah.
Greetings, one and all.
Greetings.
Listen, I meant to ask you yesterday, how's the great Groner's back?
The great Groner's back is just fine. He walks about 1.5 miles, 2 miles a day, and then he swims 1 mile a day for therapy, so there won't be any operation, thank God.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We're all happy to be here. His father, Bing Crosby, on the mend. Very good. Now, let's welcome our two players, Doris Haddock and George Love. This lady has won $1,200, and George Love is challenging her. He's had his first round question, matched one celebrity. He had a tough question, but we got a tough one for her, too. George, fair is fair. Right now, we've got this just for you. We are ready to carry on with this game. Here it is. Now, Doris, this is yours. It's your first round question, and she's hoping it will have an equal degree of difficulty as George has had.
Mercy.
Tonto said, Lone Ranger act weird. Last night me catch him blanking horse's tail.
Who's writing the questions this week?
Same weirdos who always write them.
Oh, gracious, she's acting with...
Bob
Oh, yes, sorry, George.
said Lone Ranger act weird. Last night we catch him blanking horse's tail.
Oh, I got it. I have a answer for that.
Do I? That's because I have high cheekbones, you see.
Behind you. Now do again. Look.
I can play. Ready?
You have Indian blood, Gene?
Nope, no
Okay.
Indian blood.
Just
Doris,
ask.
Tonto said Lone Ranger act weird last night. Me catch him blanking horse's tail.
Braiding.
Braiding horse's tail. That's not bad. One of the okay responses?
Thank you very much, sir, being as how I have braiding.
Oh, you have. Oh, this bubble has got to break one of these days.
I don't believe
Always wish you could be one.
No.
Bury the kid, bury him.
Go ahead.
Well, now I understand that the trick is to match, so I did braid it.
Okay. Two for Doris?
No, because braiding is all right. It's not weird. When I was riding the Vienna horses, I used to ride them, 2 or 3 hours a day at Will
every-
Rogers Park. I said everything but braiding. Teasing, combing, brushing, and setting.
Teasing, combing, brushing, and setting. So that's what the Lone Ranger, why he lived in the woods all alone.
Right.
With his Indian friend. What do you say, Mary?
Well, I'll tell you, I had braiding, and I thought that's not as queer as curling the horse's tail.
Curling?
That's more cute.
Right, long
I thought that was
curl,
lovely.
horse's tail. All right.
It's cute.
I love a braid.
A braid. 3 for Doris. Joyce, what came to your mind?
Did he have to take off his mask to see what he was doing?
Yes, he did.
Braiding.
Braiding it is. 4 for her. Now let's go to round 2 and ask George if he wants A or B.
I'll try A this time.
A this time. You had B last time, and it was
Yeah.
very difficult. Harry said, my building is so noisy. I don't want any of those half-hearted responses.
Don't encourage me.
Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. Okay? All right. Harry said, no, I don't want you to do it now. You blew it on this one. Yeah,
He's having one of his spells.
later,
Doesn't want
another
that.
question may come up where you can do it.
He'll do it. Give him a chance.
Really want him to do it?
Yeah.
Hold it. Harry said, my building is so noisy. A slight improvement.
Oh, get out. Excellent.
He said, my building is so noisy that even the rats have blanks. My building is so noisy, even the rats have blanks.
So is even there are two, you can go 2 ways.
Joyce, we don't laugh at our own jokes here.
Now, you think that's going to match one of our celebrity contestants over there?
You're explaining it to her now?
Yes. Okay. George, Harry said my building is so noisy that even the rats have blanks.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs. Very good answer. Earmuffs is what he said, Gary.
You ain't gonna like this, pal.
Why?
Earmuffs.
This is the Ruby Keeler Awards. What is that?
I went the whole other way. I said even the rats have tap shoes.
Tap shoes?
Because they went tap, 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 and made the...
Oh, they're the ones that are making part of the noise.
Yeah.
I see.
Well,
You get it?
Yeah, I get it. I don't want it, but I got it.
good luck, everybody. Earplugs.
Earplugs and earmuffs. All right, you're up to 3, George. He's gaining on you, Doris. Mary, you don't write. Richard, you do.
Never let a teacher down. Earplugs.
Earplugs. 4 to score.
I just love it when
I
it's
think you
up
spoke
to
a little
me.
too soon, Richard.
Oh, I said I never did.
Oh, you never did. Oh,
There
I
are
see.
certain people.
Yeah.
I have to tell you
What?
that I was thinking the same thing like Brett, that it was, you know, even the rats made noise.
Don't include me in this mess.
Like the racketeers, aren't they called?
Yeah, but my building is so noisy that even the rats have blanks. That does not suggest the rats are making noise. Let me see
Of course
it.
it does.
Yes.
Tap shoes, like Brett said.
Oh, you are a weirdo.
Joyce, I want a knife. I'm going to kill myself.
So there we go, 4 to 4. When we get back from this commercial, Doris, you can win another game by matching one celebrity. Now you watch this. Now we are ready to finish this game. Doris, you know what you have to do. Match 1 to win your third game. The Secretary of Agriculture said last year the corn was as high as an elephant's eye. This year we weren't so lucky. Don't start writing until I'm finished. This year we weren't so lucky because now it's only as high as an elephant's blank. Mary?
Got it.
Now you don't play.
Oh, shucks, that's funny.
Charles and Mary.
Just Charles and Mary.
Just Charles and Mary.
You have it, hon. You don't even have to.
That would have been the hit with my answer.
Right.
Right. What do you mean?
Yes, I'm sure you were. Okay.
Teacher.
Now, Doris, here it is. The Secretary of Agriculture said last year the corn was as high as an elephant's eye. This year we weren't so lucky because now it's only as high as an elephant's blank.
You have to go with trunk.
Trunk. Trunk is what she said. One trunk will win the game. Charles?
Rear.
Rear. You got a front, rear, trunk? What do you got here?
Well, I thought it would really hadn't gotten off the ground at all. It's an elephant's ankle.
Elephant's ankle. You know what that
That's
means?
very short.
Right, this game ends in a tie. And we have to go to a tiebreaker.
How about this?
Oh, what do you know about that? Ding, there's a tiebreaker. And we'll ask George if he wants A or B.
Take A again.
You want A again. Here it is. Tiebreaker. Ralph the rock musician
Oh, boy.
had a terrible accident because he plugged in his electric guitar.
Get the aura fix.
Now, wait a minute. Ralph the rock musician had a terrible accident because he plugged in his electric guitar, started singing in the blank. Is that the way you wanted this to read? And started singing in the blank. Okay.
What?
Because he plugged in his electric guitar and started singing in the blank.
Just come over here with that question.
They left out the word and there. Add the word and.
That's Ralph the rock.
You have it? You finished?
No question.
You have the definitive answer, Gary?
Look at this. You won't be able to say a thing to me.
You have the definitive answer. Right. Very good.
I'm so lucky I'm going to play this for everything I can get now.
Do you realize he's probably going to get every single solitary person?
Well, he's been watching this show and he knows how to do it there. All right, George. Ralph the rock musician had a terrible accident because he plugged in his electric guitar and started singing in the blank.
In the falsetto?
You really didn't listen now.
word, huh?
You didn't listen. I hope you listened up here.
I do too.
He said in falsetto.
Yeah, well, you know what happens when you get one of those electric guitar wet?
Yeah.
Singing in the rain.
Singing in the rain. See, he started plugging in and sang in the rain, and that caused a short.
Straighten your hair right out.
Yeah. Brett?
Oh, singing in the rain.
There it is.
Sing it, Brett.
Now, Charles,
What's a falsetto?
Rain. George, you do understand it now.
Yes, it's all
It
clear
may
now.
be too late, George.
I'm
Mary?
afraid that's
Oh, rain. Go.
4 of those. Richard?
Rain.
5 of those. And Joyce?
Even I.
Even you. Rain. Right. 6 of those. Now, Doris. 1 match will win your 3rd game. Jim said, I'll never go back to that sleazy restaurant again. Not only was there a hair in my soup, the hair had blank. Not only was there a hair in my soup, the hair had blank.
That's one tacky restaurant.
Very sleazy, tacky, terrible restaurant.
Come on, hon. We're gonna get a cattle prodder for Charles. You give him a little thing and it
All right, he's writing now, so I'll start reading it to Doris. Jim said, I'll never go back to that sleazy restaurant again. Not only was there a hair in my soup, the hair had...
Dandruff.
Dandruff, you got it. She got the definitive answer.
This ought to cheer you right up. I thought it was really a sleazy place, so I said the hair had lice.
Lice.
I'm talking sleazy. I mean, really.
That's the first one he got wrong all week long.
Wait a minute, I'll shoot myself. Hold the phone.
What do you say?
Well, Doris, I couldn't let you down, hon. Dandruff.
Dandruff wins the game. What the rest of you have? You know where to go? Say goodbye to George Love here. Pleasure to meet you, sir. We'll send you some gifts. George Love, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Now, Doris, here it is. It's all yours one more time. This is your 3rd chance at the $5,000. I hope you get it this time. We polled the studio audience not too long ago, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Elizabeth Blank. And remember, if you match the answer they gave us most frequently, you get $500. If you match your 2nd most popular answer, you get $250. And then the 3rd gets you $100. And whom do you call on?
Richard?
Elizabeth Taylor.
All right, there's one.
Charles?
Who you have? Elizabeth.
But that's good.
Okay. A wonderful actress, Elizabeth Montgomery.
Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched.
And Gary.
Aha!
Ha-ha.
You think I don't have one, don't you?
You don't have one.
Elizabeth Ray.
Elizabeth Ray. Oh, yes. Right. She's
Blabbermouth.
Oh, Blabbermouth, right. Of Washington, D.C., or Virginia, or wherever she was from. Anyway, Doris, you've got Elizabeth Taylor, Elizabeth Montgomery, and Elizabeth Ray. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own.
I'll take Taylor.
Yeah. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Arden, that's not a bad answer, whoever said that up there. Too late now. Here we go. May we see the $100 response? Elizabeth II is what Mary said just before they revealed it there. Elizabeth Taylor is what we're looking for. May we see the next one, please? Montgomery. All right, so that's the one that Charles gave you. Here's the last chance for Elizabeth Taylor.
Ray.
Go. Hey. I would certainly say that in America, she's the best-known Elizabeth, isn't she? And you were very wise to choose her and take Richard's suggestion. That means you will now play for $5,000. And you will have to match one celebrity before we can credit that amount to your account.
Richard.
Okay. Face me, Doris. Here we go. Good luck to you. Get your ESP flowing over there in big shock waves, and you'll get the money. Blank and crackers. Blank and crackers. Okay, now, Doris, give us the answer that he's already written on the card. We give you $5,000. That's easy, isn't it? Blank and crackers.
Cheese.
Cheese and crackers? All right, let's find out. Did you say cheese and crackers or milk and crackers?
I can't believe it. I said cheese.
You finally did it, she's celebrating, we'll pass along this message. All right, here we go. Let's welcome Emily Anderson. Applause, applause, applause. Thank you. Hello, Emily. You may tell us anything about your life history that you wish.
Well, I'm married and I have 3 children, a 4-year-old girl and a 1.5-year-old boy and a 3-month-old boy. And forgot everything I was going to say.
Oh.
There it went.
You want to start all over?
No.
You say, here's the way it is. I'm married and I have 3 children. A 4.5-month-old girl, a 3.5-month-old boy, and a 1.5-old... That was very difficult. I don't know how I did that. Where do you live?
In San Dimas.
San Dimas?
Yeah, it's
Where's
out by
that?
Covina.
Covina,
Yeah.
I see. All right. Well, you're very busy with 3 kids, aren't you?
Yeah.
Emily, you may have A or B.
A, please.
A it is. Good luck to you, my dear. New game. Harry said the trouble with being on a chain gang is that it's so hard to blink with a ball on. You know, a chain gang, they have that chain to the ankle and the big, heavy ball.
Oh, it was the worst summer I spent.
So, on the chain gang, so hard to blank with a ball on.
That was what I was thinking, but I suppose that's not a good idea.
Now, you have to write something during this half hour.
I know. I can't make it up myself.
Okay?
I can do that neater. I can do that neater.
Do, yeah, neatness counts here. Now we'll walk over here to Emily Anderson. Remember, the first round questions are a little difficult, Emily. But trust your first instinct, as usual. Harry said the trouble with being on a chain gang is that it's so hard to blank with a ball on.
Well, my first response was tinkle.
Really? I don't see how that would prevent one from doing it, but that's what she said. What do you say?
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the Saturday night dance at the jail that said you can't boogie with a ball on.
Can't boogie with a ball on. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you say?
I said it's so hard to run. You know, it kind of drags in the mud.
That's true.
Pulls you back.
Simple, straightforward answer. Charles?
Play hopscotch.
Yes, very good. That's very big in most prisons. Because they have nothing to do, and so they just stand around throwing the potsy, they call that. New York City kids call hopscotch potsy.
Is that true?
That's true. I love your responses.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Mary.
Well, I'll tell you, Gary and I spend our Saturday nights in exactly the same way. Not together, unfortunately. It's so hard to dance with the ball.
On dance with a ball on.
I'd like a little applause for that.
Dancing, right. Okay, and you got very little. And you, Joyce?
You go to the ball, you don't wear it to dance.
You dance, all right. So, Emily, that's the way it goes. And now, Doris, we've got this one for you. Harriet said, I don't think my husband cares about me. Not only does he make me wear a chastity belt, but when he lost the key, he opened the lock with a blank. Harriet said, I don't think my husband cares about me. Not only does he make me wear a chastity belt, but when he lost the key, he opened the lock with a blank. So I gather from that he doesn't care about me.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know, there's a little inconsistency there.
I tell you now, they've got to get their little acts together.
Here we go.
You want to know something, Gene?
Very good. That's a good one. Yes, Mary, what do I want to know?
I wish everybody would have the pleasure of working on a picture with Gary's father. It's a living in.
He really is. Terrific.
He's a great man.
Harriet said, I don't think my husband cares about me. Not only does he make me wear a chastity belt, but when he lost the key, he opened the lock with a blank.
Can opener.
Can opener. Can opener.
That's funny.
Very hip answer.
Yeah.
Into a little slump, but I'm back on the ball. Can
Can
opener.
opener. What do you say?
I said he opened the lock with a friend of the family.
And what do you say? Anitzo.
That's the only thing that makes
I think this would be the most damaging thing, his secretary's hairpin.
Right? A lock picker. Mary, what have you got there?
That's really cruel. A hacksaw.
Hacksaw would hurt very much. Richard?
He opened it with a stick of dynamite.
Oh! That would really be painful. Joyce?
We both had the same husband, a hacksaw.
Hacksaw. So there we are. We're 1-0 at the end of round one. Now this, just for you. Well, listen, you were just dandy, and I thank you, and I thank you for joining us. Hope you'll join us tomorrow here for Match Game 77. See you later. Goodbye.